A good online store makes it easy for people to buy from you. Have you been to a website where you started to buy something and then at the very end you got surprised by a high shipping cost? Or the checkout process was so difficult that you just gave up? I've been there too. So today we're going to talk about how to make sure that your online store doesn't get in the way between somebody saying, I want this, and being able to buy it from your website. Hi, I'm Appy from iCodeHappy. I'm a website and data advisor, and this is the 8th video in Back to Website School. Back to Website School is a series of videos that talk about the basics of websites and how those basics are changing or staying the same in this age of AI as we're in September of 2025. So we're going to talk about 3 different aspects of your online store. The first aspect that we're going to talk about is before people click. First of all, clear product information. It amazes me sometimes that we've been building online stores for 20 years now, and it's still a struggle to clearly explain the product sometimes, what it is, who it's for, how it's different from other products, either yours or someone else's, who it's not for. We hear a lot these days about writing about the benefits of your product, and that's important, helping people to see how their lives are going to be better, what it's like to really own or use this product. And that's valuable. It doesn't mean that you get to leave out the critical details, the size, the fabric, the care, whatever it is that's going to help somebody make a decision about, is this going to fit me? Is this going to fit in my house or in my space? Any of those details that people don't have to make a decision, they won't make that decision. Being clear about your pricing is another plus. Making sure that your shipping costs and timing aren't a surprise when people get to checkout. Return and exchange policies, making sure those are really clear, changing those up even in the season if needed. And as we move into this age of AI, are AI agents going to be shopping on your website? And if they are, then what does that mean for your website? We don't even really understand how that's going to work yet, but it's worth starting to think about if that's going to make any difference to your policies or to your workflow in how it works to order from your store. Especially since people are using AI search so often now, it's highly likely that people can come to a product page on your website, maybe without seeing any of the rest of your site. So it's a good exercise to ask yourself, if somebody comes to this product page, can they tell that it's your business? And can they answer the question, is this product right for me? Right from that product page, or maybe within a couple of clicks. Maybe you have policies or shipping that's available at another link or in the footer. But in general, can they tell if this product is right for them right from that page? The next aspect that we're going to talk about your online store is the purchase process. The first part of that is, what is your shopping cart like? Is it pretty simple to add things to your cart? Maybe to add multiple items to your cart? Is it easy to review, easy to edit, easy to understand what they're buying? Is the checkout streamlined to where you only ask for the information that you absolutely need and you don't ask for anything extra? Are there any surprises? Do they have to create an account, or are there fees that they didn't realize before they got to checkout? Do you accept the payment options that most people are going to want to use? Do you have a clear process of what happens next? And finally, one of my favorite tips, did you check it on mobile? A lot of people shop on their phones, and I like to go through the checkout process and make sure that everything works on mobile and that you can see everything on mobile. The last aspect of your online store that can help you make sure that you're serving your customers in the way that you want to is the behind the scenes part. This is the stuff that nobody sees, but it makes a big difference if it's not there. Making sure that you have payment processing and security. A lot of times your website platform will handle that for you, especially platforms like Shopify or these bigger online store or all-in-one platforms. Mostly they offer payment gateways that are pretty much plug and play, and you don't have to worry about it too much. But if that's something that you do custom on your own, then that's really something to pay attention to. Making sure that you have the best shipping options set up. A lot of people that ship physical products that I work with use third-party solutions that can be a really great option to not only make sure that shipping goes smoothly on your end and is the most cost effective for you, but also make sure that your customers have a really good experience too. Tiny little things like making sure that they get confirmation emails and package shipped emails and delivered emails can really help you deliver a better customer experience. And that's all tied into your shipping options and the service that you use to help you ship your products. Taxes, not an expert, not advice in any way. What I do know is that sales tax can be a make or break deal. I've heard stories about the people who built an entire website on a particular platform, then realized that that platform did not calculate automatic sales tax the way that they needed it to calculate that in their particular region, state, whatever it was. And so they had this brand new website that they couldn't use. They had to change to a completely different platform. There are third-party services that can help you with sales tax, but it is really critical to find out what your responsibilities are in your location and make sure that your platform is going to support calculating and charging the sales tax that you need to charge. And if that platform doesn't do that, then is there another solution, a third-party plugin, some other system that will help you with that? I know in the state of Wyoming, we have to charge sales tax based on the location of the recipient, of the customer. So if I'm shipping products within my state, then I have to charge sales tax in every county of my state. That gets to be a big burden. And some of the platforms don't support that level of charging sales tax down to the county level or the locality level. So don't take any of this as tax advice. Do take this as questions to ask about your platform, questions to ask your tax professional, your Department of Revenue in your state or location, whatever that looks like for you. Get the information that you need about what you're going to need to do, and then make sure that your platform is going to fit that requirement for your business. And continuing on with this idea of integrating third-party solutions, there are other third-party solutions from email marketing, text message marketing or SMS marketing, to inventory, to accounting software. One thing that we as small business owners know is that there are so many pieces and moving parts to our businesses, and sometimes we need them all connected to our website. So whatever platform you choose for selling, make sure that that's going to fit the rest of your workflow and the rest of your business and marketing and all of the rest of whatever requirements you have for your business and your website. One last big piece, what about backups? For a lot of platforms, they handle that behind the scenes. You don't even have to worry about it. But for some platforms, it is critical. If you build an online store with WordPress as a base and you use something like WooCommerce or some of the other store plugins, it's really critical that you keep backups really often so that if something breaks, you have the records that you need. Even a platform like Shopify, they take care of updating the software, that kind of thing. And that's true. But big what if person, what if something happens and you accidentally delete a bunch of your orders or a bunch of your product listings? There are things that can happen to your store, and it's worth keeping some kinds of records. You might do that manually, export your data and your records on some kind of schedule, or there are tools that you can back up some of these platforms. But it's worth taking a look and seeing what is recommended for your platform, and then deciding how much of a what if person you're going to be. The best e-commerce experiences are the ones where the customer doesn't have to think too much. They find you, they want your product, they come to your site, they select that product or multiple products, that would be nice. They can easily understand what they're getting and what the costs are, what the policies are, and they can buy it without obstacles. One thing to remember is you may not have all the fancy features, but if you can remove the friction, that's going to help. Thanks for watching. Come back and see me again.